Heroes. It's Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour with your host, Bob Katie,
and John Piccarillo.
Welcome to episode 122 of Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
Welcome aboard, folks.
You're close-pinning your nipple.
I don't know where that came from over here, but I was like, that's a great idea.
No, that does not look like a great idea at all. That does not look like a great idea at all.
Close-pin your nipples, folks. Give it a whirl. Might like it.
You know what I get curious about is that when we show the house, they come down, go through the basement, and they see the green screen. I just wonder, like, I feel like we should like set up like a little bed and stuff, like we're shooting porn or something. Freak them out.
Oh, I bet there's some people.
No, I think the desk gives it away what we're doing, something like that.
I don't know. A lot of people still don't know what a podcast is.
Yeah, but they see microphones and stuff. They figure it's some kind of radio type show or some kind of show. It's not.
I'm sure it freaks somebody out.
So,
I started this morning with a bang. I tell you that.
Huh. Please.
I thought you would have a thing for that or something. You couldn't think of it.
You're titillated, aren't you?
I knocked over my coffee on my desk. Like, I mean, you got to remember my phone's there. My headset's on my desk. My notebook that's just like this at work, it looks just like this because it got fully. I mean, the whole cup of coffee. Boop! I had to pick up the machine to get coffee from underneath. It was a whole cup of coffee.
So you spent probably a good 20 minutes cleaning that up, huh?
Yeah. It does clean up the desk, though. You know, you get rid of all that dust that's been hanging around forever. I guess it's positive, right?
Damn, that's nasty.
And it was funny, you know, I've heard others do it. And all the others came running. Because when they do it, I hear like the sound and I know what happened and I don't make a big deal. I just continue on with my work. I know they're having a bad day. It's their problem, not mine. So all the others came running over because unlike them, I'm like, fuck! You know what I mean? Loud, like so the whole office can hear, and I don't even feel bad about it because that's how pissed off I am.
And
about
what you just said there, you crossed the line, buddy.
Yep. And they all come running over. I just like giving me support. I just did that last week. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, this is a mess. I think they wanted to come over and see how bad it was, like compared to theirs.
Am I being paranoid, or is he busting my balls?
Oh, that's only a category 4.
Category 4. There's category of coffee spills. What category is your coffee spill?
So that started off. And you know, I was there
Sounds
on
like you have a dick in your mouth.
So I was excited to have my breakfast before the huddle. The huddle happens at 9:15, and inconveniently, that used to be my old breakfast time. Get settled in, you know, answer some emails, clear out the
How
old
long is the
inbox.
huddle?
Like 30 minutes now. It's like the new huddle is like 30 minutes.
And that's why you like to say,
"This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry."
I know how you love the huddle.
I love the huddle. Love the huddle. It's a work in progress. I don't want to get too into this. It's not a good idea. Maybe you should give them a something or other.
Give them a something. We're going to give them a something or other.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com and iTunes, or
at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. We're trying to sync up schedules with Jay. It just doesn't
Sounds like you have a dick in your mouth.
Just doesn't seem to be working out.
The
but
summer
we're trying to.
is difficult.
Yeah. Yep. Especially this last month.
I remember back in the day though when we started, didn't we find a significant drop in listeners during the summer anyway?
Yeah, that's not happening now, though.
Well, I know.
We're in fuego.
I know. The wheels are definitely rolling.
We are in fuego.
We were, when the numbers were low enough for us to count,
When there was 2 people listening.
summer dropped off because it becomes a rough time. Not a rough time, a busy time.
Yeah.
Me, I want to be at the camp all my free time.
Yeah.
And, everybody's got their summer thing. Summer's short. You got to love it and you got to live it. But you know what? Before it's over, it's over.
It's over, Johnny.
We're in
August. Yeah. Do you need a reminder?
See, to me, it's like 4 or 5 weeks. You go. Let's go.
What, summer?
Yeah. You go.
I feel, well, you know what? Because there's so much going on.
Don't get me wrong. I love it.
When you get older, I think during the summer, that it feels like by the time you realize summer's half over, you're just getting into summer. You feel like you're just getting into summer. You know what I mean? Because so much stuff is.
Oh yeah, especially this year.
It's not like when it's not like when we were younger, even in our 20s, where it was like the first May Day that would hit in the 80s. We're like, woohoo!
That's what I remember.
Yeah, I don't happen no more.
Fest
Yeah,
was like April.
Last weekend in April.
Before my parents started going up to the camp, we used to.
Oh, yeah.
The fellas used to go up there and have a party.
Grew
every year.
Not just the fellas.
In the early days,
I think the first couple.
That's because we just wanted to get out. We could drive. Let's go
Yeah.
do something. It's a beautiful day. Let's go to the lake.
Well, it was during our April break in high school. That's
yeah,
when it
let's
started.
do something, man. Let's not waste the day, man. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
April didn't come until like June this year.
Yeah, it's like, well, it seems to be the older we get, you know what I mean? Because, you know what it is?
The years are different.
You know what it is? As the seasons, now it's like, at least for me, I feel like I'm waiting for spring to get over with, some good weather, so I can start doing stuff around the house and stuff like that. And because lately it's been getting later and later, it seems like you're not getting started later and later. So here I am in August, and I feel like I should have 2 more months to go. I got 2 more months of summer to go, but it's not there.
See, I found a new appreciation for winter because it allows me to get into the bucket list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't start new things in the
Priorities
summer.
are different.
I don't do new things in the summer.
Priorities are different.
I have an SOP in the summer. It's real simple. It's camp, boat. Those are the 2 options. That's about it.
Playing out.
Playing out is good too. I like that. That is, it's going to be. I have a feeling we're going to be real busy next year.
Oh yeah, I got a feeling so. I agree.
I think that's definitely.
I absolutely agree.
Hey, Peter, it's 7 o'clock and you've still got your pants on. What's the occasion?
And all the listeners should know too. There's some new original music coming.
Yeah, well, one thing I was going to say was recap that we had a pretty successful Diva Fest
Yes.
that we played at.
Yeah.
It was, we got
There's
a lot of
some video
good feedback.
clips on our
Go to 151online.com and you can see a couple of the video takes from it.
It was a good time.
Yeah, we had some issues with the video and audio, but Greg, our lead singer, did a great job of saving what was there and putting something together for it.
It's not easy
So you
to turn a shit sandwich into something.
You're gonna give him the point. Come on, give him the point. He likes the point. He likes it. There he is.
You don't know what I'm talking about, Greg.
Yeah, he loves that.
Yeah, you do.
You're titillated, aren't you?
Motorboating son of a bitch. We gotta have that.
Motorboating son of a bitch.
You old sailor, you. That's Greg right there in a nutshell.
In a nutshell. He's put you in a nutshell, just like that.
Just like that. Whoop. Bango. Done. Just made a decision.
But Diva Fest went off really well, I guess.
I was sad.
We got good from what we understand, we got good feedback. It was a little difficult for us to judge how we were playing, but it seemed,
I liked.
Those situations are difficult for bands because you're playing on some other people's equipment. Some of it,
See,
they're
I brought
running
a
the
lot
PA.
of stuff
and-
I didn't use.
well, you didn't know. You had to be prepared.
Right.
You had to be prepared.
I didn't know how long we had to be in and out of there.
Yeah, we don't give much time. We didn't do a sound check. They just started us right off the rip.
Yeah.
Those are difficult situations when you don't have control of. You're at the mercy of other people running
I
the show.
basically played on the same cymbals I do for practice.
Which
That I didn't put my cymbals up.
what symbols did he have?
Sabians, just like the ones I got. For
Oh,
practice.
Sabians.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
Well, you have a mishmash
It's
for practice.
mostly Sabian for. It's all Sabian for.
I thought you had a couple. What starts with an
The
M
only
there?
one I got Zildjian is the bell.
No,
I can't hurt
with,
that
with
thing.
an M. What's the one with an M? You have a couple.
Oh, I don't use it all the time. It's
oh.
Minol.
Minol,
Yeah,
whatever,
I haven't been using that since. Well, I guess I've been using it over there. You're right.
Yeah,
That's an extra thing I usually don't bring out.
yeah.
It is fun though. It's got that in the middle of it.
How's that go? Exactly. Oh my!
I was trying to remember how I got the Predator sound, and I think it was my crazy cat, Mish. Because he used to.
Chris was really impressed with
Yeah, like Chris, talking to you. You.
You come down in your best little boy suit and expect me not to get a raging cartilager?
How about that?
Well, that sounds like a hot item.
That's right. That's right. So remember that my cat? You remember Mish? Yeah,
Cat from hell.
Crazy ass cat.
Cat from hell.
There was a squirrel that used to come up on the back sliding glass window and taunt him. And he's
Good. I hope that motherfucker get
he used
crazy.
to get so mad he made sounds that weren't cat like.
Well, he was Satan.
Oh, he used to be like, ah! Like ah! like so weird stuff. So trying to figure out how the cat made that sound, and I got some of those.
Every time I used to
ideas.
walk in your house, first thing I do is look at that cat and say, "You stay the fuck over there. I'll stay the fuck over here. We'll
He
get
was
along
crazy.
great."
He was.
Yeah, he attacked people. Shit, all the time.
He loved me. I
think
saved
he's
his
an
ass.
asshole.
I saved his ass from definite death. He was in a ditch, looked like a rat, really. At first glance, I thought it was a rat. It was all wet. Hair, cats look like rats when they're wet anyway.
He was in the ditch for a reason because he was an asshole.
Big ears. Oh, yeah. Making that crazy sound. That's how I saw. And it wasn't me. I don't know if I would have picked up the thing at that point. It was a cute little girl.
Oh, that always does it. That always does it.
making a big mistake, cowboy.
Used to live in the little apartments right on the corner.
Yeah,
near-
it's always a girl.
Yeah.
That's how it
And
always
she was
starts.
Like, she's a very big cat person. And kind of took care of it for the day. And then she's like, well, we can't keep it. We already have X amount of cats or something.
No, you know what it was? I'm not going to tell him, but this cat's an asshole.
Something. So I brought it home. And, hey, I don't know. It loved my family good.
I don't think anybody in your family really liked that cat.
No. Well, my mom always talks highly of the cat, really.
People do that when people pass away or animals pass away. They become, there was such a, you know what I mean?
I know my dad doesn't miss that cat. That damn cat gave my dad cat scratch fever. The real thing. The real thing. He had just gotten out of the shower, went into his bedroom to get dressed, and the cat came running, and he used to kind of run on the walls. That's how he kind of went down the hallway, like run through the house. And then when he got to the hallway, he would run down it, and instead of stopping because it's the end of the hallway, he sort of start running up the wall and right into the bedroom where my dad was. And next thing there was to grab was my dad, and he hooked him and probably came straight from the litter box on the other end.
Your
gave
cat's
him
an asshole.
infection. Yeah, it was pretty serious there. He was an asshole.
Yep. Your cat was an asshole.
That's kind of why I gave up. Samantha's always bugging me about pets. And it's kind of why I gave up on pets, because I end up with the assholes. I really do.
She's got a dog at home.
That's what I tell her all the time. Why you got to need?
I grew up
you
with
need-
no pets.
Yeah.
When I got a dog, I enjoyed my dog.
I had one dog. It was an asshole. I had one cat. It was an asshole. That was it. I got no more. The only pets I was allowed, the snake was gone quickly when it got loose. My dad was like, get out. Out.
Yeah.
And you too, if it doesn't. Out.
I agreed with him on that.
He does not like snakes. And when it got out,
I
the
remember-
asshole cat picked him up and put him in the bathroom that my dad shits in. I'll tell you what, he was never having another
I
snake in the
remember
house.
walking down there for band practice and you get rid of the snake because it wasn't in its thing there. And you're like, no, it got loose. I'm like, band practice canceled. I walked right up, got my car, and left. Listen, fuck that. I'm out of here.
It slithered around for a couple days.
How do you fucking sleep with slithering around?
Can't eat me.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not like it was big enough to eat.
I don't care.
Anthony's that he had to put down. Now that one could eat you. That thing would have eaten you.
Well, that's just not right.
It's fucked up, is what that is.
Yeah, you have.
I was successful with
Listen.
gerbils and fish so far.
Inside-
all my gerbils lived a long, happy life.
inside
and
your
so did my
house.
fish.
Inside your house, you have to be the alpha dog, meaning nothing else can eat you.
I would agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I dig snakes and having big ones, but is cool, but it's dangerous. I felt the same way about fish. When I got really into aquariums, I got into big fish.
Yeah, your snakehead was huge,
Huge. It was awesome.
and it was raised from a little
little minnow like this.
a little nard.
It was when you buy them when they're this big and you have no idea what you're getting into. No, I did with that one though because I
Yeah.
lost. They were hard to raise.
Yeah, and
I
then
had
you
lost
killed
like
it.
4 or 5 of them. Ultimately, I guess I did, but it's
Yeah,
because
you
the
did.
damn snake was too small to eat the mouse, and the snakehead would eat anything, so I fed it, and that
Couldn't
didn't go
eat
over well.
anything.
Couldn't eat just anything. Killed. I only had that and the most amazing
Oscar.
Placostomus.
Oh, you had a big Oscar though.
No, I had to get rid of them because they ate the tails. Once they got so big, he used to eat the tails off the Oscars so they couldn't eat any of the live food that I put in. So I had to get rid of the Oscars.
But that one Oscar was really big.
Well, you're thinking of the Pacu was big. It had like human teeth. It was crazy.
I thought that was
Big Pacu. You remember that thing? Those are crazy. The Oscars get big, a little rounder than
Yeah,
the snake
yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
I thought you had one Oscar that was really big.
but I had
Because
to
for
get
a
rid
while,
of them.
that's all you had was this big snakehead and a big Oscar in there.
Right, I had to get rid of both of them eventually because he'll
Well,
just chew the
snakehead
tail.
died.
He was no. All that was left was the snakehead and a blue-eyed Placostomus. Those are the ones that
algae,
stick to the side
and they eat
just
algae
clean
and
things.
stuff.
And I haven't seen one since. So, and to be honest with you, they outlawed snakeheads in New York State. So I haven't seen either one of those fish since I lost those two ever again, which sucks ass because they were beautiful. But anyway, whatever that damn mouse had contaminated the tank. There was like black mold on the glass, and both fish were dead with black spots on them. It was fucking gross. You can't be mixing. Hey, I didn't know.
What an asshole!
I'm thinking the thing eats anything. Anything. See, that was the beautiful thing.
Here's the thing. And when it happened, when he did it, there was a party going on, and there was.
You get tempted by stuff like that.
You know what? It was probably a girl that said, "Feed it to the."
See that? That's usually how weird shit happened. I remember when we had I had my Oscars, and we decided to feed. We decided to feed the tequila worm to the Oscar.
Didn't kill it, did it?
No, it swum around for like 3 days upside down. It was all fucked up, but it didn't die. It lived. It was fucked up though. It lived. It floated up.
fuck outta here.
I'm telling you right now, because at first when he first turned upside down, that's where the term belly up comes from.
Yeah.
So I thought I just killed it, but
It was before the snakehead died, right?
yeah, because that's when I had it.
Well, the snake that killed
upstairs.
everything in the tank when you killed
In
that.
Lisa's old room, I used to have the fish tank. That's where I used to.
Yeah.
That's where I started. And I remember
Oh, that used to suck when you changed the water in that thing and stuff. it was
such a
in the
pain.
ass. I moved that a few times. Oh,
the snakehead, I had like this tub when I was a kid. I used to take baths in it and stuff. And I used to take water from the tank so he didn't get shocked, and I put him in it. And the first time I did it, I heard that they jump, but I've never seen it because there's a lid on the tank, so there's no jumping allowed. You know what I mean? So I didn't cover it right away, and I hear this splash, and I turned around, and that fucker's looking at me like this. He's like eye level with me, looking at me. I couldn't, and he flopped on the floor. That was his first injury. He had a little scar on his head after that. He flopped on the floor. I'm like, oh, what are we gonna? So I had to get a towel. I tried to grab him, but he's slippery. Did you ever try to grab like a carp? Yeah. They go, you can't. So I couldn't even grab him. He'd be squirming around. He'd shoot all over the place. No, I'm totally serious. This happened to me. So I got a towel so I could grip him, and I got him, and I put him back in there, and I quickly put a lid on it so he can't be jumping out anymore. But wow, that wasn't cool. There's a lot of anxiety there. Thing was like, it was a solid 2 feet long, if not more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah, that was a big tank you had.
I still got the tank. I'm tempted. I'm just not home enough to.
Yeah, you're not in one place enough.
Take care of stuff like that.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes, or
at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. You got the book open to that. We were talking a little bit of Merriweather McGregor fight coming up.
Yeah, I happen to have.
I'd love to watch it, but I ain't paying the money to watch something that could be 5 seconds long.
I'm not going to pay money to watch it.
No.
The article that's in July 24th issue of SI happens to have an article in there. And I was looking for anything I could take from it. I was looking for like some stats and things like that. The whole article is really thumbing down. The article's by Charles P. Pierce.
Yeah. Well, it's because McGregor's not a boxer.
Right. Well, I think that's why we wanted to talk about it, because there's a lot of...
Well, it's either this.
He's a tough bastard.
All you keep hearing about.
He might be able to train quick enough.
All you keep hearing about.
But Mayweather's got so much time on his side.
All you keep hearing about is, experience. All you keep hearing about is how bad McGregor is at boxing and this, that, and everything else negative against it. So either it's a bunch of smoke being blown and it's going to be a lot better fight than people think, or he's just going to get his ass whooped. You know what I mean? But for the payday, it seems like he's getting. I don't think he really gives a rat's ass.
Well, that's what the problem is.
One of those once in a lifetime paydays for normal people, anyway.
It's kind of could be all about the money.
I listened to Dan Patrick, during the week, and he months ago when this was first put out there, he came up with a great way. It should be like, you should make it like a I don't know if it's an I don't know, what are they, 12 rounds now?
It all depends what they agree to.
Whatever. They should make the first half of the fight a boxing match, and if McGregor can survive, it goes to MMA for the rest of the fight.
Oh, I think it needs
that would be something challenging.
I think it needs to be a KO or submission.
Oh, you mean? But then that's
like,
really then it becomes mixed martial arts. Because once you make anything more than just boxing, it's not boxing anymore. Because there's a lot of boxers that go into MMA and fight
look,
as a boxer.
All I know is it's a ballsy move on McGregor's side.
Sure, it is,
and he's already done the first person to have 2 belts.
Listen, he's top of the food chain. All he's got to do is go down. You know what I mean? And the UFC guys don't get paid like this. You know what I mean? He's getting paid a lot more than he would in the UFC.
It's worth giving it a try to an athlete who's accustomed to being in a ring.
It's probably for him. It's a once in a lifetime cash.
Yeah.
You know, once in a lifetime. Money grab. So fuck it. Why not? You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yep.
Hey, listen. Everybody's gonna.
This article makes
because it's the first time. Everybody's gonna go watch it. I don't care who you are. You're gonna go watch it.
I'll definitely see it. Sure.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
If it's short enough, I watch it on YouTube.
But either boxing fans or UFC fans are going to go check it out because it's the first. It's the first time. It's the first time. If it's a complete clusterfuck, then second time is that you're not going to get. You're not going to get the money out of it. You know what I mean? The second time around.
It's got to be hard to not
Conor McGregor
use your feet and shit when you know you have these weapons down below. You know what I mean? Now you're only stuck with two.
Well, no, because he's gonna have the gloves on. You know what I mean? He's been training like that. I guess when he gets punched, does he go for a move or something in defense of himself?
See, I think I want to believe in McGregor. All right. But I think Mayweather, if you're just talking boxing, he's been through so many rounds. It's hard to say that he doesn't have what it takes to figure it out.
He's an annoying asshole, too, so everybody wants to see him get knocked out.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is why he's so successful, because everybody wants to watch that's why Muhammad Ali, that's why Ali was great, because he talked shit. And people wanted to see him get knocked out, and people would pay to go see him get somebody to not shut his mouth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that's what made him great at what he did. Before a fight, he was a raging asshole.
I'm gonna say the first round, McGregor comes out swinging.
First round's always difficult though, because they're feeling each other out. You know what I mean?
I think McGregor's used to the explosiveness. Might as well use it.
But
they're. I don't know what the round. I don't know what the round length is in comparison, though.
Yeah, but Mayweather's not going to allow that to happen if he comes out and tries to explode. He's going to keep him off of him. It's his domain. It's the bot. He's going to try to bring it to his style of boxing. You know what I mean? The problem for Mayweather is he's got no footage on McGregor boxing. There's nothing out there.
Right, you can't study.
Yeah, there's no studying. There's no he does this with his right, and then you see it when he's going to hit a left or something, or
Puts his foot over there when he's.
Yeah, exactly. There's none of that shit.
Yeah.
So
it's a very good point.
If McGregor is going to use something to his advantage, that's going to be it. That's going to be a huge factor for him, because he's got a ton of tape on.
Oh yeah, you can study that shit all day long. Yeah. Look what he does right there.
Yeah, it's
now what you gonna do? Boom, 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 right there. Left,
listen, it's the freak show that people want to see it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
The best thing that can happen.
It's gonna bring in money. It's gonna pay out.
The best thing that can happen is that it's just a good match. That it's It's a good match. Even if McGregor loses.
Blow a little life into boxing.
I don't know about that. I think boxing is so... there's nothing good out there for boxing.
This will be good.
But it's that...
Even if it ends badly, I can't wait to see the outcome.
Well, that's why everybody wants to see it, because they can't wait to see the outcome. But you just
cow.
hope that it was...
Cash cow.
You just hope that it's somewhat decent, just, so something... like this can happen again if it's good.
Did you ever see the video on YouTube with McGregor and I forgot his real name, The Mountain?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was real. It was funny. They were just sparring and stuff, but it was pretty funny because his Mountain's huge.
Yeah,
but I mean,
McGregor's
he's got
small,
he's all up with all that shit.
Yeah. That's real good until he grab you.
I know.
Yeah, that's all it takes. You can duck. Duck dive and
bob and
dodge
weave.
And bob and weave and all that stuff until they get a hold of you. Once they get a hold of you, Once they get a hold of you, it's you know. That's why they always killed me with, Ronda Rousey, put her in with men. If you put her in with a male fighter on her level of in fighting, and you know what I mean, a skilled fighter, they get a hold of her and just crack her. She's not going to survive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think pound for pound, you can do it. You could beat her.
No, you're talking about you talking about Ronda Rousey against us. We're getting our asses kicked. Okay, we're getting our asses handed to us.
I'm saying even
you're talking about you're talking about a guy same weight in a weight class, same skill set. Probably going to house her.
Oh, you're doing the Google thing.
I'm just talking reality is what it is. That's why they have a women's division. That's why it's just not a weight division.
But a lot of women want to prove you wrong.
I say go for it.
I do.
I don't say they shouldn't.
That's good. At least
I don't say stop them.
Because I just saw a program.
But don't come crying when you get when you get hurt.
No,
you know what I mean.
No, you can't sue us if you ask for it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But I just saw a thing with the Little League travel team.
Oh, and they flipped off the.
No, there's a girls team.
Yeah.
All girls team. Because so many people weren't allowing girls to play baseball. So one of the fathers finally put a travel team, and it started out with one team. Now there's like 100 girls.
Yeah, they should have girls baseball.
And they beat. They're not winning the whole thing yet, but they're beating some of the boy teams. So which pisses the boy teams off. That's what it is. It's all people get their asses chapped because it got beat by a girl. Well, suck it up. It happens.
I'm not saying that the women shouldn't compete. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you,
I think
reality.
Women can do just fine if they.
It's. But you're talking.
You also have to have some genetics too. You know what I mean?
Not just genetics. You have to have skill set. It's
I can't go against a same weight fighter in any style. I haven't been training. You know what I mean?
But no, listen. Ronda Rousey's kicking a good percentage of men, or
Oh yeah, she could
out
kick
there.
a lot of men's ass.
Oh, yeah, exactly. She could, but you're talking about putting her up against a skill set of an MMA fighter, even in her weight class. There's a good chance that they hit her. It's going to go nights out. You know what I mean?
Well, of course, because you can night out another man.
Look what the guys do to the damage they do to each other's faces when they hit. Now, can you imagine one of them hauling off and hitting a woman in the face?
That's another one of those YouTube things
You know
I was
what I
telling
mean?
you about the other night. There's a whole bunch of these prison ones, and there's also a whole bunch of these. It's a YouTube, not a YouTube. It's a Facebook thing. And now
prison stuff.
YouTube has changed now. So like, if you go to a video and watch it, you're kind of on a scroll. So if you don't do anything, it goes to the next video, even though it's not the next post on your YouTube. Yeah. So I get sucked into some of these. Another one that's wicked fun is there's this way unfair fighting one. It's always way unfair. You know what I mean? And I have to watch
getting ragdolled
because I know somebody's going to be the hero at the end of it,
and somebody's going to be a ragdoll,
and somebody's getting their ass kicked. And I like the one that's scary. Everybody loves that. See, well, it's because everybody loves that.
When is that fight anyway? I don't even know when it is.
No, you'll have to.
It's August, isn't it? Isn't it August?
Further into it here. The purse for this fight is said to be a combined $170 million.
Yeah, so I don't think
a ringside seat is said to cost $10,000.
Yeah, he's not worried about getting his ass kicked. He'll be fine rolling in his check later. A big check always makes the bruises on your face feel better.
Yeah, I don't think it has the date on it. Oh, I thought no.
I think it's August something.
Yeah, I know it's coming up.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. What else was I going to say? Oh, Glenn Campbell died today. People will be
that
listening to this on Friday, but this is Tuesday. We're doing this.
I heard that on
Yeah,
way home.
81. He had terrible Alzheimer's. But
I guess, though, the most interesting thing about what I heard on the way home was that the last thing to go was his ability to play music.
yeah.
Like he was not knowing his kids' names and stuff.
Yeah, but he would know how to play. Yeah.
He was
a phenomenal
still
guitar
jamming.
player. He dates back to, he was a session guy with, there was a famous group of session players in Los Angeles called the Wrecking Crew. And I mean, if you play a record from the 60s, they're on it. Brian Wilson used him on almost all the Beach Boys records.
He was a Beach Boy for a short amount of
He
time.
was. He played bass.
Mm-hmm.
He took over for Brian Wilson when Brian Wilson wanted to not perform anymore and wanted to stay in the studio. Yeah. But he was part of the Wrecking Crew there. I think they might have even been some of them that were in the 50s, but the 60s, maybe into the 70s was the Wrecking Crew's heyday. And they're on everything. I mean, if it was a hit, they were freaking on it. You know what I mean? Like ridiculous. But he played he did session work and stuff like that. And then of course, in the 70s unlike when we probably more like I think it happened more in the 80s is when they really started to categorize things music-wise. Heavy metal, soul. They really started doing that.
Yeah,
he
wound up country, like a country guy, right?
I feel like in the 70s, well, him and John Denver had this weird thing where they broke through not just being country, but they were just into popular music. I mean, yeah, you look back on it now, you're probably like, well, it's a bit country, you know what I mean? But they were, I remember they were all over the television. They had their own television shows on network TV.
Too, yeah.
Both of them did. So it like crossed over big time.
He's like 11 brothers and sisters or something like that.
Who, Glenn Campbell? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Well, they said one of the shows had a lot of the shows had like family members and stuff like that. And even one of the tours, they had a bunch of family members.
Oh, one of his last tours or stuff, he had like his 2 sons or something like that.
Big family, I guess.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have, you mean he had the kids, not his brothers and sisters, his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but he had a pretty freaking big career, especially during the 70s. He exploded. I mean, he was everywhere. I remember him just totally being everywhere and everything. But he had really bad Alzheimer's, and I saw some special on Netflix. Pretty sad thing about it. But
well, I guess yeah.
I guess we'll do that one more time.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on iTunes and Buzzsprout.com, or
at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
almost.
That's close.
And on our YouTube channel or Facebook page at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
That's when you know I'm thinking of something else.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little speed round questioning. And John's going to be answering some questions.
And Bob knows I hate this shit. He knows my favorite thing in life is to sit on a question and mull it over.
No.
It is.
I know. I said yeah, but I said no, not this time. This is either like an either or type of thing. I'm going to give you 2, and you got to choose. You got to make the choice. You got to make the decision. We'll start off gentle.
This isn't my thing, by the way, ladies
It's
and gentlemen.
easy shit.
For you.
Well, you have to have an explanation with everything.
I like to figure it out, and I know.
There's not figuring out.
Yes, there is. There's always a choice to be made.
Well, of course, there's a choice, but you don't have to go through a whole.
However, you know, I go through life. There's 2 sides of the coin. It can be 6 of one.
But you know what?
Half a dozen of the other.
Okay, this doesn't affect your life. It's fun.
All right,
remember fun.
Give it a whirl. Let's see how this goes.
Does anybody remember laughter? Start off easy. Beer or wine? Just
you already asked me this, and I think I made a better decision than that. I'm going wine.
Now, see, now you can elaborate after you make the decision.
All right. Well, I choose wine because I alcohol. I like it to be a little
Shocking.
strong, but I don't really like it super strong. That's why I don't do a lot of liquor.
Uh-huh.
And the problem with beer is it's a little light in alcohol and it's heavy in calories. And I do get bloated drinking too much beer. I just feel bloated.
Okay.
Wine doesn't give. That's one of the reasons why I drink wine, because I'd drink twice as much beer if I didn't, and I'd feel totally bloated all the time. So
Okay.
that's why I choose wine.
Next, blonde or brunette?
Blonde.
I don't think you need to explain. It's just simple. Now, here's a three thing.
I don't know. I like brunettes. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't
No,
like brunettes.
listen, it's a simple question. That's all it just has to do with.
All right.
Now,
I feel
here's
like
a
I want to
three-
explain them.
Here's a three. Here's a three question. Here's a
three-part question.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody said anything about that.
Boobs, ass, or legs?
Boobs.
Okay. All right.
I like
Not-
them small, big,
We don't need to go.
everything. I do like boobs.
Nachos.
I
or-
like an ass though.
nachos or pizza.
Oh man, pizza,
Pizza.
Pizza.
Wow, that one surprised me. I thought
Pizza.
for sure nachos.
pizza. Well, I love
Oh,
nachos,
I thought for
but
sure.
the problem is nachos is my late night snack, and that's the one I really need to eliminate. You can't have nachos.
I
every
thought
night
for
before you
sure
go to
that
bed.
would be.
Pizza. I can enjoy. I mean, you can enjoy nachos during the. Nachos is a hard sell to be a full lunch, though. Pizza, I can take a piece of pizza and be happy that I had that piece of pizza.
I would just think
Satisfied.
there's one thing to sway you one way or another, meaning you like one just a little bit more than the other.
I really like nachos.
I know you do.
Especially my nacho.
That's why I tried to find something to go up against it that had a chance.
Pizza is, and I really don't consider it a cheat food. Everybody says how terrible pizza is for you. One slice of pizza is not that bad. I had a fitness instructor
true.
once tell me that you were better off getting a burger than having a piece of pizza. I'd have to look at the numbers a little closely.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy that
I don't know
completely.
if I buy it either. So that's my take on it.
Game of Thrones or Vikings?
Game of Thrones.
Wow, I thought we might go Vikings on that.
I know. I love Vikings.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
I feel like I don't even know how many seasons we're at with Vikings now.
I don't know. I can't remember right off the hand. Might be just as many as Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know if they'll. It seems like it's getting harder for them to.
Well, they're doing a little bit more of a historical mapping. So it's not just they're trying to stay. They kind
Accurate
of
in
not accurate, but they have to stay within a timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise it gets Game of Thrones is just pure fiction.
I love Vikings. I do. I love the show.
Okay.
But this season of Game of Thrones has proven to be
That's
exciting,
because
if
you
not
never know
more
who's going to
so.
die because they're just going to start killing everybody because it's the end.
Yeah,
you
I don't know if Vikings can sustain that sort of.
Well, they got rid of Ragnar.
Yeah, I know, but he was my favorite.
Yeah,
So I don't know what
they were going. That's the timeline they're sticking
I read
to.
a really good article about his first wife, though, the actress.
Yeah.
I think she's Canadian. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to It was a lot of fun to read. She's a really cool chick. I'd like to know more about her.
Okay. The Hangover or Wedding Crashers?
Oh boy,
TikTok.
Wedding Crashers,
Ooh, Wedding Crashers. Okay.
and that was hard.
You motorboating son of a bitch. You old sailor, you.
I think there's more.
There's more individual lines
Well, for
Wedding Crashers.
for wedding, no, the other one.
The Hangover?
There's more. There's like two.
Yeah. Three.
There's
three, yeah.
There's more stuff to choose from. Where wedding.
Well, I was going with the original Hangover movie.
Oh, okay.
But you
man,
went-
that was funny. Man, that was but I love Wedding Crasher stuff.
Yeah.
that stuff is great. And
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Yeah, we use a ton of them. Oh. We use a ton of them.
that was a hilarious. There's so much funniness there.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Jeep or Harley? I knew I was going to crush you on some of these.
Jeep, because it's year round.
Okay. Nude or lingerie?
Nude. I'm nude. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I do. Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah. Why bother with the lingerie? Just
I know. And here's the thing: is girls spend a lot of money on lingerie, which is way too much money for way too little fabric, and then they're expecting the wow factor.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. Wow, let's get that
Get
off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like a barrier. It's an expensive barrier.
Yeah, At that point, you're just like, I would just want to see what's underneath.
Just get that off.
Just get right to the.
Sorry, I don't love it, but please.
Yeah. Flip flops or tank tops?
Well, now does that mean I can wear flip flops, but I have to wear a?
No, it doesn't matter. You just choose which is first on you.
Because they go together with me, you know.
Which is the first one?
Flip flops.
Flip flops.
Flip flops.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Raiders or Yankees?
Yankees. Yeah. At least I feel like that's a home team. Raiders is a childhood decision.
I'm the opposite for you. Obviously, Bill. It would be
Right.
Bills and
You're a
Yankees,
Bills, yeah.
but they're close. Yankees is a close second.
I
to
definitely take Yankees because it's always nice.
Football
to have
for
your
me is
favorite
just
team local.
Yeah. Football is just ahead of baseball for me. So Bills become
Definitely
first.
a Bills guy.
Well, no, Yankees though. Yankees is not far behind.
You just this year upped your level of baseballness.
No, I've always no.
Yes.
No,
You've been watching every game this season. I don't think that happened in the past.
I haven't watched like in the last month. I follow, but I haven't been. I've checked
you
the
know what's
games and
going
everything.
on, though.
I do every year. I know what's going on. I always
This year,
follow.
we've done more like Yankees win.
Yeah,
than we
I
did
don't-
in the past.
last year I didn't get to watch any just because it just didn't happen. You know what I mean? Not that it was the want was there. It just was so busy it didn't happen.
That's true.
But I'd follow. I'd listen to some on my phone.
It's a lot of fun to watch Judge.
Yeah.
I got to get one of those hats.
Smoker or grill?
Smoker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I love the smoker. Man,
Okay.
I love the smoker.
Forge or torches?
Forge.
I know it's because you've been watching that.
Yeah. It's Forge.
That's more. I feel like that's more what you've been watching lately.
Well, because the torches are more new school and Forge is way old school, and I totally dig that stuff. Totally dig. I have that on my list with stuff we want to talk about blacksmithing.
Yeah.
I'm seriously
Go back to
considering-
episode.
seriously considering taking a class this year. It's up in Luzerne. They have them, and
Here's a 3-parter again.
I just need a place that I can make that much noise, because when you forge, you bang steel. Again, another loud thing that I do. So I need a little remote location. Anybody's got one, you let me know.
Here's a 3-parter. Not that you eat this food a lot or anything,
3-parter.
but McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's?
Wendy's.
All right.
Yeah, see that? Yeah.
English muffin or bagel?
My go-to, I have to make a decision, right?
Yeah.
English muffin. I prefer the bagel. It's got to be an everything bagel. I do the English muffin with peanut butter every day for my breakfast. That's what I do. But I love an everything bagel with cream cheese. But that's more of a treat. You know what I mean? I don't even want to have that every day. If I get my favorite bagel from Uncommon Grounds with scallion cream cheese, it's like probably the best breakfast I could select. I love it. And there's a ton of calories in it. What are you going to do? So I try not to do that every once in a blue moon. It's good.
Here's a presidential one. Lincoln or Washington?
Lincoln. I love that guy. I love that guy.
I love that guy.
I love that guy. I really love that guy.
I love that guy.
I do love that guy. I just. That's right. Oh, I'm a big fan.
All right, coming down to the final three here.
Okay.
Super Bowl or World Series?
Is this my favorite thing? I hate it.
What you prefer? It's always this is the what you have to prefer one or the other if you have a 50-50.
I'm going to take the Super Bowl because I will definitely watch every Super Bowl despite the teams that are in it.
Yeah.
I won't watch every World Series.
We did get caught up and we watched every World Series game last year. You, me, and my wife, which was my wife was really weird because she didn't watch baseball at all.
And it usually affects my job because I happen to cover Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
The end of it usually affects me as soon as it's over.
Yeah.
That's why I definitely watch. But I've missed some
World Series. Yeah.
And I think
I usually don't get involved if the Yankees aren't involved.
Right.
That's my level of baseball. If
the Cubs was an exciting thing.
It was a lot different. You know, well, as we said, I think even the year before we watched some of the World Series with Kansas City and the Mets.
Yeah, you want to
Playoff baseball.
You want to know what's going on.
Playoff baseball is more exciting than just regular games. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I can't watch a regular baseball game if the Yankees aren't involved. I'm like bored.
Yeah.
You know. Two more. Huey or the Bee Gees?
I gotta go with I guess I gotta go with the Bee Gees.
Wow, I thought for sure you go Huey.
Well, yeah, my mindset now is thinking like set list, who knows things and stuff like that.
No, it's what you want. You're putting it in. You're picking it out of the.
Huey is so underestimated. Great songs, but the Bee Gees, man, I love that shit. I love that shit.
All right. You
love
picked
that
it.
shit.
Last one: money or fame?
Money.
Really? I thought for sure you would go with fame.
I used to be a fame guy, but like
I thought for sure.
I read about these assholes that hate being famous. Like it's such a bad thing.
Oh, I don't think
I'm
you would
like,
find
well,
it as a bad thing whatsoever.
I guess if I had the money and people weren't climbing my fence in the backyard to take pictures of me through the windows, that's good, right?
Problem is you'd be posing for them.
Right here. The waves are right here.
That's a quick question and answer with
look at the sun
with
Helmut
helmet with Captain Dynaball over here. Thought we'd throw in something a little different.
Tried to do it flashy. So hard for me.
See, maybe next episode you write some questions, I'll answer.
That'll work. That we can do that.
We can do that.
That's a good idea. It's a get to know you.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make
know
the
us
shimmy
already.
fucking chongas.
I think over 100 episodes get you known. You can find us at Bob and John's podcast at gmail.com, on buzzsprout.com and iTunes, or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
and on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. John, what did you learn today? What? What did you learn?
That I prefer the Bee Gees
Over Huey Lewis?
over Huey Lewis.
And I learned that you like a blonde with boobs that drinks wine.
Yes! Jackpot!
And drives a Jeep.
Well, bonus. But I have been thinking,
And eats English muffins.
love you, baby.
Loves Lincoln. Likes to watch the Super Bowl.
Is it all adding
With something
up now?
from the smoker. Uh-huh. And with her Raiders jersey on and flip-flops. Or just nude.
There you go. That's all you have to do.
That's the perfect woman. Let's just add his
Right
questions, add his answers all up, and you got the perfect woman, right?
Well, I thought, what was the Raiders one?
Raiders or Yankees? I'm sorry, Yankees.
See? Yeah, it's
All
got to
right,
be a
yeah.
Yankees.
Yep, yeah,
so
I'm
that could
sorry.
change things. We might have had a confliction there.
A confliction?
Yep.
I don't want a confliction.
Yeah, no confliction, please.
All right, well, let's get out of here. It's time.
Huh? I had something, but I forgot, so go ahead.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I cannot.
Say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.
Stadler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much. Chica!
He would have an enormous Schwanzstücke.
He's going to be very popular.